Okay, so before I deal with this whole situation, and we go back here, I think I've got the whole Ultima Fallen thing figured out. I could be wrong. I'm hoping you'll let me know in the comments, but I think I understand. None of it's explained or spelled out in any way, so bear with me. But Ultima and the architecture we see, that is Ultima's race, species, whatever. These creatures from beyond the stars that created life and that kind of stuff, that is them. And then the Fallen are just normal humans who existed on this world and worshipped Ultima, except some of them didn't. They rebelled and destroyed one of the crystals, which caused Ultima to retaliate, right? And then another sect of Ultima's human crew fled to, faraway lands, and they created the Circle of Malleus, I think it's what it's called, and then later came back with Barnabas as their leader to retake over the lands here and usher in the mythos thing. Is that pretty much the vibe? I hope that is, because I am still a little confused. Back to their origin. I mean, we might.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine, and I'm going to need Otto's help.
This guy run into me, sir. No, all right, not that important. So you have other things to do. Oh, what are we looking at? Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
What is it?
It's the end, is what it is.
Did none of y'all have any faith in me? I've been handling business this entire time. Byron.
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in Stone here? All right, it may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
That's why you're a hero, dude. That's why you're a hero.
It's not often our entire merry flock returns home to roost at once. I expect I should be wishing you good luck.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Interesting. Oh, really quickly. All right.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal is
huge.
Massive.
Yep.
Aye.
Let's go this way. Kinda wanna know what's going on over here. Ma'am? She's gonna be like, that crystal, there's something about it. It just gets me knickers all in a twist.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion.
Yes.
When all along he was here, standing right beside me. All this time,
Who are you talking about?
my heart has wandered
What do you mean? Who
hither
you...
and thither
Who are you
in
talking
search
about?
of the perfect companion.
What do you mean?
When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? Who? Anyway, nice red and black outfit you're wearing. See you later. I'll hide out in here. Tarja, help me.
These skies are taking their toll on the hideaway, Clive. I can mend a broken arm, but a broken spirit is beyond my talents.
Tarja's tea stopped the fits. I only hope they stay stopped.
Read that. Hello? Oh, Edda. How you doing?
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Cool. She's doing her thing. Okay.
What will it be today? How may I help you today?
Everything's totally
Here's the latest information I have.
That'd be amazing if that's... She's like, it's all fucked, that's crazy! What do you even mean? Right, so that's where we were. And it is not yet acknowledging the giant floating... Okay, alright.
Here's the latest information I have.
Hello? One of a race of ancient godlike beings, it was their creation of magic that led to the rise and spread of the Blight. The few survivors of their race fleeing to the unspoiled lands of Valisthea to attempt to remake the world. For this, they created the Mother Crystals to harvest huge amounts of ether and sowed the seeds of humanity, that it might one day produce a vessel strong enough to channel it, that the humans would one day develop wills of their own they did not foresee. Right. So basically, order of operations would be Ultima Species comes, seeds life, has magic, but the magic eats up the land. The few that are like left go to Valisthea. They are like humans. They could do the work for us while we rest. And then here we are, right? When there was, different factions of humans, and the rebels destroyed one of the crystals, which woke him up, and he's like, these sons of bitches.
Very good.
That's what I was trying to explain in the intro, at least. Okay, yeah, so this is what I think I understand. I don't know how close I am, really, but... Speaking of... human will... Will my will last through this?
Enthroned in sable skies, chaos in wars. From diverse hands a dawn is spun in crimson sin unfurls.
Wow. I'm gonna talk to these two.
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives chances to...
You know what? At least they're the same. Ooh, Gav is chillin'. Jill chillin'. Guess really not much to do when world's ending.
What do you mean I can't have another loaf?
Oh, you've had 9 already.
Man loves his bread. I get it. Been there.
Is this the last of the Mother Crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
Oh, you mean Leviathan? We're still not going to talk about that?
There's nowt like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your ale.
If they do a DLC for this game, I feel like it's going to be something... You know how... Again, very Final Fantasy XI... especially with the ruins and stuff, like, they look very Final Fantasy XI. But you know how there's, like, a villain, and there's, like, the villain's friends, who are also the same type of villain? Very Final Fantasy thing to do. 14 does that all the time. Do you think it's going to be one of them? Because they have said there's more of his species out there sleeping. It could be very much like Horizon Forbidden West. No spoilers for that. Although I guess that was kind of a spoiler for that. Kids, sup?
Tom said you destroyed all the Mother Crystals. No, he didn't. There's still the black one up in the sky.
I'm working hard, okay? No, he didn't. He's terrible at it.
I have compiled some new entries. If you would like to see them.
I would like to see a level up. Let's go. Oh.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Yeah.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Maybe. Hold on real quick.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Where Ultima uses mythos to describes the vessel to describes the vessel he has long awaited, one into which he can pour his soul and cast his supreme spell. Logos indicates its blasphemed form, a vessel over which the will of another has complete claim, making of itself a false god. Interdimensional rift, new world. Paradise Ultima seeks to summon into creation one free from the blight that almost ended his race. Though Barnabas believed that he and his fellow faithful would be allowed to join the deity, nah, it was all a lie. Because that guy's a dick.
The shelves shall ever be open.
Do I need to buy stuff?
Still alive, are ya?
I'm shocked too.
Coin purse weighing you down?
Oh yeah. I just need it
You're
all.
rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah,
It'd better all be
yeah,
here.
I'm aware. While we're here, let's get 2 elixirs.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Save that. And let's get upon KO automatic restore. No, I will not be KO'd. He said, with commitment. Circle of Heaven belt. What is the plus
Come
1
again.
on that?
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or...
I am hoping it won't be for long. Defender. Whoa! The Defender is better than what I have right now? Wow. Well, okay. Defender 2 is 340. Holy majoli. Real quick. 375. Man, that's a good-ass weapon. Okay. Whoop. We're going all in on Defender. Let's do this.
Should last you a good while.
Okay, and then I have Circle of Heaven. Yeah, let's go.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
And then, oh, no, I can't give in. I gotta save it.
Should last you a good while.
And then reinforce the things. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that should do you.
I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I don't have enough.
That it?
I'll be right back.
Fine.
Karen? Do you have exactly 2
it's a dangerous
of this
world,
very
alright?
rare resource from a different land? Hell yes, you do, girl. That's why you're the best.
It'd better all be here.
She had a lot, too. Where'd she get... Goots out there just...
What do I owe the honor?
Looks like he missed this, snooch.
Thanks for you, dear. You can thank me later.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay. Oh. You know what? It's a little basic, but I kind of like being back to basics on this. Clear this off. Which, by the way, 100% is this. This is like the go level up area. There were so many guys to fight. feel like I'm good. I feel like I don't need to do that. Bro, what?
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
I can't wait to go back, my
I
lord.
shall go to Eastport.
I'm on my way.
Really?
Really soon. I feel like I'm just like on my way. While the going was slow, and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back to the back safe to the Shadow Coast, where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little bit, telling me about her life and the life she wants for her baby, but I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. Guess if we're doing a once over the entire
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of Great Griga herself.
That'd be cool. Might as well check everybody. What's going on, kid? You got nobody?
I did it, Sid. I made friends with all the animals in the hideaway. But you know what I'd really like? My own goblin. Or maybe a Morble. Or a bomb.
Nope.
Only if it was a big one.
Nope.
That or a bander curl.
Nope.
But not a cactuar. They're too prickly.
Where are the cactuar, my man? Are they on... How come I haven't seen one?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone bare.
Yeah, she's a hero.
How long will it last?
This should tide us over until the new moon.
And we're doing good things here. The garden is just growing. Yo. World might be ending, but not here. And it gives proof that we can bring everything back. Which I love, actually.
Drink up, my little darlings.
A few more of these, and the Deadlands will seem less dead.
Yeah. Look at us.
These flowers are beautiful. Pity we have to boil them all down to make medicine.
Son, these leaves should have withered long ago.
But we found a way. Life has found a way.
If I had to read that line of dialogue, I couldn't do it. I'd be like, life has found a way.
I'll see that you're properly watered and manured, Martel. For as long as I'm able.
Oh yes, this is great. Big fan of all this. Hello? You just sitting here chilling? What's up, dude?
You needn't worry about the backyard, Sid. We're here, so you don't have to be.
Great. I'll never come back. Good work. Big fan of that. I want to go check on the kids. I just want to, just get one big look. I got a feeling that this is the last kind of like update statusy thing of the hideout.
Whatever should I write next? A love story, perhaps? But with a happy ending, of course.
Miss Shirley, I want to learn how to build an airship so I can fly up to the Dark Crystal and crack it.
That's very nice, Jocelyn. But perhaps you could start with your sums?
I mean, I guess that makes sense, actually. You gotta know mathematics if you want to take flight. Yo, what up, girl? How you doing?
Clive, if you need the Enterprise, just say the word. As long as the word isn't fly. Just can't do that. Yet.
The yet is the word. And then just to awkwardly go by you. Wow, great outfit. Okay, bye.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthean records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire...
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
Yeah, go take a nap, eat a weird meal, listen to a creepy bard.
Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
I was gonna say, is Dion still there? And he is.
There is much to consider.
If Medicine Girl's fine, then...
Believe me, Clive, I would fly with you to Origin, nay, to the end of the world. If I could. Alas, my fear of heights prevents me.
I am 200% the Byron It's so funny.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
Welcome back, Sid.
What if we all got drunk real quick?
Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good.
It's true.
Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most
Forget your
benevolent
problems!
outlaw.
Everything's okay! Hey, everything's fine! Everything's great! Don't worry about that floating crystal! It's okay!
Oh, keep your mug handy.
There's a lot of cheers coming from just Gav. Oh, Byron, never mind. Do we? We have an updated State of the Realm, and then this. Let's go here. Bro, what's up?
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Yo! Let's go. Let's go!
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima.
Let's go, Dion. Let's go.
He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
It's true, Ultima needs me.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
So, like, I still feel like we're about to get a bunch of side quests right before the end, because I got a whole table with, like, half the stuff missing. Unless I missed stuff? I don't know. Hey.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
They're throwing up some major flags, and I'm not okay right now. Yeah.
It's almost time.
Yeah,
But
okay.
make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
We're getting major death flags, but also major... It's like, what? Stop, bro, stop. There's so... Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, my lord. Well... In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with the supplies of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
I can't prioritize any of this. I'm gonna have so many of them. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. This game was like, go, save the world. But first... Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid to reclaim that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I'm willing to offer compensation. I'm about to seize. Old tomes, even the mention of them, and all their dust makes my allergies act up. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
I'm here for it. I'm in. Now this is a quest I would prioritize if I didn't have 12 million other quests to pick up. Nope, this side of that door. That sneeze knocked my brain loose. Okay, we'll go straight over to here. Three's Company. Oh. Byron. What is that? Oh my god, there's so much now. Okay. You're set on this plan of yours, then? I am. You never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here,
you may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until you return. Indeed.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
This is a continuation of that other one.
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors.
Okay.
In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion.
Hey!
Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Okay.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file.
Let's get a big name in here.
There is no man alive more capable.
Yeah.
Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally.
Great.
Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle. And he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Nah, let's go.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
So yeah, he's the guy that Byron was talking to during that cutscene, right? That's what my assumption is, that it finally worked. Gav.
You alright? About that.
If there's one thing I can do to help you kill this Ultima bloke, you just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Aye.
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I did, didn't I? What is that voice? Now, if you wanted to give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
Gav the Magnificent, Gav the Almighty, Gav the Lionheart, something along those lines? I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more capable of choosing a perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man. Right-hand man, eh? I'll take it. Bye,
You
pal.
off then?
Was there? No. Okay. Although, there may be a conversation up here. I'll look.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
Hell yeah.
Ah, yes.
You've arrived at a solution, then? Dion will carry us.
Indeed.
A feat befitting the final act. I congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it. A feat in itself for a man of many, of my years even. But to be serious, it is no small thing to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course. Are you certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
And do what you must. Thanks, bro.
Go safely.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts?
I'm aware.
Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and summons.
Alright, so these conversations are pretty much the same. Are you walking away? I was just talking about chocobos! They're quite interesting. Let's go. Shoop, 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 like that. Oh, Goots.
Oh.
I wish I could go up there with you. Doesn't seem right leaving everything up to you three.
It's hardly everything.
There's plenty that still needs to be done down here. Like seeing to our stores and keeping Karen safe. Only you can do that, Goots.
And I will. I promise.
I won't let Nan come to no harm, no matter what.
You can count on me.
Just like we're all counting on you to come back safe and sound. Bye, buddy.
Be seeing ya.
Say what you will. Lady Karen is seen.
Hey, pal, what's going on with you? I just really want to pee on those trees, and they won't let me pee on the trees.
I need something, boy.
If this dog talks right now, I'm going to lose my mind.
What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
Yeah, it's a good
From
question.
Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Joshua's down a well?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Oh.
Where to then, Torgal?
There's another. Okay. We got more. Follow Torgal again. Torgal, buddy. More than words. Alright, we're gonna go the other way. Follow's a relative term, like eventually I'll follow. Taking the long way to follow. Hey kids, what have you ruined?
What do you think happened to Miss Midadol? I heard she was kicked out of the university.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Midadol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Midadol's inventions.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Midadol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that?
Yes.
She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Another one. Sure. I'm getting this glove, y'all. I'm getting this glove. And there's one up above, huh?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Oh, hey.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important.
Looks like I'm going.
I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory.
Oh, damn! I was there.
I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons.
Right.
We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
I got it. You're a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Great. Great. I know exactly where that is. We'll do this. That'll be easy.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
This guy's asking the real questions. That'd be me. I'd be like, what? How does it even work? Just floating there? But how?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First I'll need oil. And not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
Okay.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
Oh, it's gonna be something terrible.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill.
Damn it, Mid.
See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
They were like, you're
They
gonna
make an
do
oil
it.
down at the docks in Ordil that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from. With that and the bone I told you about, I shall be able to finish the prototype.
Okay. You're gonna have a lot of quests to do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
And then I got all... Oh my god, there's so much green. Guess I'll go in here and talk to them.
Feeling ill? And no sooner have your wounds mended.
Then you find an excuse to go charging once more onto the breach. But only because my wounds are mended. Thanks to the expert administration's the best healer this side of the belt. Save your honey-tongued for Jill. You're talking to... about killing a god, Clive. I thought... I was about to read, you're talking to a god, Clive. Just... Can I read? Maybe. Maybe not. Am I making up as I go along? Maybe. You'll never know.
I may not have Gav's nose.
I know danger when I smell it, and this plan reeks to high heaven. This will be the last time, I promise.
That's what I'm worried about.
You fool. Don't you think I'd rather stitch 1,000 of your cuts than never stitch one again?
I do.
Thank you.
What I'd truly like
is to share my knowledge of healing and herb lore with the realm. Every cure seems like a miracle to the child who knows nothing of medicine.
But teach her medicine.
And suddenly, a world without miracles doesn't seem so frightening.
Try to stay out of trouble.
Greetings, Lord Marquis. His Grace and I
Often spoke on our travels, and a certain saying of his remains with me even now. Duty is the enemy of freedom.
At first,
I thought that he spoke of his own plight, that though he was able to roam the land again, his duty to unearth the truth about Ultima prevented him from being truly free. But I came to understand that he spoke not of himself, but of me.
It was my duty to him.
That his grace judged to be inimical to my own freedom. I believe that this is why he bade me remain here, that I might at last be released from my duty to him. Few others in his position would allow the cares of a humble attendant to weigh so heavily upon them, nor take such drastic action in response. That's because he's a good boy.
My lord.
You're resolved to go then?
I am.
And so is Joshua. I know you fear for him, but I'll do everything in my power to keep him safe.
I do not doubt it.
You are, as you have always been, his first shield. I was only ever his temporary protector. Now his grace has bade me protect the hideaway instead, and that is what I shall do.
Thank you, Yote.
May you return safely.
My lord, both of you.
I prithee do not risk yourself unduly.
You nearly collapsed back there.
It's just a touch of the vapors.
Oh, forgot the vapors. That's a problem. Got worked up. So much. Oh my whole lord. Okay. Yes?
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
I'm dreading this. 1, 0, 2. Oh no. Hey, that's a 1 and a 2 though. That's good. Nothing there. So this is under new management. Okay, so we're getting the wrap-ups of these. Okay.
Always something in there.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it.
And sometimes not, apparently.
Durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I got so worked up in that quest that I knocked my water over. I need to go clean this up real quick. Okay, crisis averted. Ay, ay, ay.
Normally I wouldn't recommend going anywhere near an adamantus, let alone one that's had a few centuries to let its temper simmer. They're mean bastards, and they only get meaner with age. Why do you think the village of Old Bidza was abandoned?
So... Okay, so I've learned it's adamantus, not adamantoys. I'm learning all sorts of things from this game. It's the first time anyone's ever really said the names out loud. Although I like adamantoys.
That'd mean the crystal is...
massive. Aye.
Right.
If you've got something to ask, ask.
Trust you to go and pick a fight with the bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know.
No.
Say it did. say the higher-ups wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. Bah, you got me there. It ain't as if I have anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. That's the lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto.
Is that right?
Well, I better start looking for something else to moan about then, hadn't I? No one around here is bold enough or daft enough to say I'm fit for the knacker's yard. But I sure as hell ain't getting any younger.
Might be time to take a step back.
Let the fledglings spread their wings. Young gout, as bright as the inside of a barrel, but his heart's in the right place, and his constant failures never seem to dim his spirits either. Reckon the same might have been said of me when I was his age.
But if it weren't for Sid,
given me the room to fall and a hand to help me up again, I never would have changed. I'd have been the Gouts leading the Gouts, Clive, assuming you made it this far.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yes. This is going to be about the book.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Oh boy.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay.
Back again? Well, Clive?
Are you resolved to brave the coming battle, no matter the cost?
I am.
For only with Ultima's death might we ever find true freedom. And when we do, I'll be counting on you to help teach this world the truth.
Naturally.
But I'll need you to do something for me in return. Come back to us in one piece. For how am I to recount the true story of this world without a first-hand account of the heroics of those who fought to change it? We shall all be praying for your safe return.
Harpocrates knows of the tome I seek. Whether what he has to say makes you happy to have agreed to help me is another matter.
Why do you keep saying it like that?
Allow me to educate you.
It's actually going to be quite
One must
bad.
understand one's place in the world.
Where? Oh, yeah. Origin. Vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. Yeah, well, I imagine all those other spires, but I called that out way early. I was like, oh, there's stuff under here. Right? The whole world has stuff underneath it, basically.
Of course.
Or at least all of Valisthea has
Very
stuff
good.
underneath it.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Sure.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
I mean, this feels like something we should have done a long time ago, but like, okay.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Hello? Oh, wow. Doris?
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we'll go together, yeah.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate
All that other guy's gonna be pissed.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis.
Oh,
we should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
All right. That's another one, actually. Doris.
How long has it been since the jailers of Balmung abandoned their charges? Without food or water, they won't last long.
Must we away? My decision is made.
I shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. Your Highness, you're not.
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I'm resolved to go. Ultima took much from me. He means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. You are as over-hasty as your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
Make ready. Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother.
Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the Founder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
But whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
My friends don't follow me. They spur me on. They're bad influences all. I couldn't have made it this far without them. Nor without you, Joshua. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I could have even survived. Even when we were apart, you were always with me. And I trust you'll be with me now until the end.
Of course.
Whenever that may be.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Very cool. Now that's a quest I want to know more about. Okay, great. I can't wait to see the world map. I'm going to be just... Is it possible to be totally rendered speechless? Because I feel like...
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay. Wow, we're just going everywhere.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed,
which is going to be soon, I suppose.
A visit.
Oh my lord. Okay, well, cleared the board, and now for the reveal. They want me to go there so bad. Like, what if you beat it though, bro? Stop. There's so many. All right, Waloed it is. We'll go here. An inconvenient truth. We'll start here. Alright, so we got, oh my god. Yup. Alright, the adventure continues. We got so much going on right here. I got my boy with me. Everything's good. Orcs on the road. Oh,
enough of you, are there?
Oh, that's the wrong thing. What are you gonna do? Oh! So I've been to this town before. I killed a bunch of guys in this town. Are they still here?
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
The one that's highlighted. Clive needs to play more video games. Nope, we can't jump that, huh? Okay. Ooh. A Tirfotida, or Tail of Wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm pick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns on their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate, that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. So that's the same thing.
His interests were certainly varied.
Yes, that's the same thing with the bearers, you know, being marked, and that if you remove it poorly, roughly the same, like, clearly not the same, but you know what I mean. The Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valisthean folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they're described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, except the small dark wings by which they somehow able to take flight, and the bright colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow, the fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and illustrations beside the name, why, it's none other than a Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away, far from human view. Nah, I got one of them. I got one of those little bastards. But you think, like, maybe we'll discover cactuars, and, like, there's got to be a DLC where they include some of the other... From a distance. Oh! Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous in their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers in positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by the bearers, for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valisthean people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated a system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed only excuse for the calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Royal Intelligence Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caer Norvent in 837, the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatched promising volunteers to Stonier for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Walud's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. So we just, killed a bunch of them. Basically, they said a bunch, and a bunch died, and now... Hey, we're doing great. Alright, one down. Son of a bitch. Are these guys? We've been watching you. We want that book.
Leaving so soon, stranger.
Oh, boy.
We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Why do they keep trying to do this? They know. Oh boy, assassins. They know they about to die. Oh, we got a big guy too. Okay.
Let's see, shall we?
Meanwhile, in the background, bro, putting in work. Disseminate this shit, you son of a bitch. Or don't disseminate it. Whatever. Oh, ow. Didn't dodge out of the way that time. Ow! Okay, there we go. Jesus, miraculous. I let him get the hit in because I wanted to feel good about himself before I took him out. You know, because I'm that kind of Sid.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
Right.
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again.
Interesting.
Wait.
Gone. Dude is.
Damn it.
Kaiser Soze.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Okay. Okay. I'll cut right across and go up there, actually. I'll just do this. It's much faster.
Good girl.
Faster! I wonder if that's going to be future content, or if that's going to be immediately wrapped up when we turn in the quest. I do not know, but... very topical bit of information, you know what I mean? I love a good who controls history argument. This is the right way, yes. No, Chocobos, no! Don't even stress it. This is the way.
Back to the stables, Carl.
Okay.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
I don't think I get to go inside it. I want to do this before and it wouldn't let me, so this is good. Because I need the key. Obviously.
It's locked. I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
No, I'm not gonna break down that back door. I'd do it. Badbach Conservatory Writ of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Elude hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Yeah. Okay, graveyard strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bear disposal within its grounds, punishable by death. Damn. Dispose of the dead. Out.
Disposed of.
Today's exercise consists of the press yard, 20 sandbags. Oh my god. The furnace, burn intensity gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance. Oh my god.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Oh, this book. I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Damn. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I've decided tomorrow I too must die. It'll be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication, and beside me my shame, my curse, the record of their names, all those I've wronged. Damn.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's find the tree. So it's that tree right there in the distance.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
Dig him up, Torgal.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Yep. Lithification, succumb to conditioning, emaciation, disciplined, just Jesus. Succumb to conditioning, lithification. What is, hold on, I'm Googling this. What is lithification? Is that a word I should know? What? The process in which sediments compact under pressure, expel fluids, and gradually become solid rock. Oh, so they turn to stone. Okay. All right. That's their terminology for. So, kid turned to stone. Succumb to conditioning is probably just died while fighting or some other nonsense. Emaciation is they just were emaciated. And then attempting to fight, and then there's just more, huh?
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
And where is the architect of all this misery?
Right there. Whoa!
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
I was gonna say.
This place is cursed.
Okay. You know, I tried to be cool. You know, oh, God damn it! God damn it! I need that. Okay. All right.
To me, Flames!
You know what? I tried to be cool.
Nice try.
I'm gonna get Shiva after this. Hey, at least I have this. And this, you son of a bitch.
Nice try.
Why did I think I could make that happen? I don't know. They're dead. F them. They're dead. Someone put that on my tombstone. Jesse Cox. F them. They're dead.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
And then the next one is right over here, huh? So it's the area I found that I was like, what the hell is this? Like an arena. But where they are keeping all of the
Doris is
bearers?
waiting for me near Balmung Dark.
Yeah.
The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
No, I'm coming. Oh, boy. Oh, this guy's just fodder.
It's over.
That's right, I forgot about this.
All yours, Torgal!
When you have no patience for a bunch of shit. I'm not dealing with those guys.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Okay.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Balmung Dark, Writ of Designation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. Come on. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. So they're food.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Cool. Super cool. Well, I mean, I'll take this while we're here. But she did say she was going top, and... What if we stick to the bottom? How you doing? How you doing, bro? Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it is hoped the successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Walooder lives.
Minimal loss of Walooder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers?
I think the plan is
the
they
Imperials
won't.
take better care of their branded than that.
This dude, you know, his god's like, humans are shit. So, if bearers are treated worse than humans... Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, he be eating bearers all the time, so, like, you know, He loves them. Yeah, I mean, I knew this was going to happen. And a state of visible contentment upon feeding this way. He loves bears. They're delicious.
They were feeding bears to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
Nah, I picked up on that right away. I was like, oh, they feeding them.
Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
But question. Is the other way open? No, that's locked. Okay, so this is... We got guys there. We got guys there. Let's go this way. If Doris is over there, then let's go here. Hello, boys! I didn't mean to see him die. I knew it was going to happen. Oh, look at us. Getting treasure. Nice. Sit on. Okay. Come on, crew. Oh, I tried to dodge and ran into it. Stay down.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet.
Yup.
Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
Great.
All right. I'll be there in a moment. If we don't find any survivors, we've risked our lives for nothing. Take care. That creature might still be here somewhere.
Yeah, so we'll go to the other corridor, get surprised by the creature, kill the creature, and be like, look, we didn't find anyone alive, but we did stop that beast. That's pretty good, I'd say. And then I'll get my glove eventually.
Find down here.
Unless this side is just the side where everyone lived. But I got a feeling. Hey, Amber.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Oh, shit.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
some of the guards, they're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course they were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
I'll go kill
All
that
right.
monster.
You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Okay.
I'll look after the girl. Whoa! You teach that thing a lesson.
That is
You're
a
safe
big,
now.
angry
We won't
behemoth.
let it hurt you.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live.
No, we
got
won't.
A taste for bearers.
No, we won't do that. This guy's going down. You ready, bro? This is gonna be a treat, I'm sure. Here we go. And he's a beast. Nice. And he's just some rank 8 punk.
I can't let that happen.
Oh, I misjudged that. Okay, all right. Rude. There we go. Oh, nope, that's not that. Okay, ow, ow.
That's ready.
Bro.
Let's try. Let's try.
Oh, I went a little too far. That's fine. Ooh. Ow. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. And the reward? Behemoth Shackle. I feel like I need that. I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm going to kill him anyway, so I'll take it, but...
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
Nah, I'm fine.
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
There was like one little area at the end of the arena. Can I get over there? Or am I locked out? No, we're just back.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Yeah. Okay. That's a lovely quest complete. Very sweet. Glad she got some closure there. Yo, that looked so good I thought it was another cutscene, I'm not gonna lie. I forget how good this game looks sometimes because I'm in it, you know what I mean?
There's so much food in the hideaway. Sometimes, in my cell, my tummy rumbled so loud that Chadwick would sneak me some gruel from his bowl. I miss him. He would have liked this place.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Couldn't have been easy for her making the journey from Ash. What with her belly so fat?
You'd be surprised at the lengths a mother is willing to go for her child.
An empty shelf is
You
like
look
an
just like a
empty
princess.
heart. It must first be
And you
filled
look like the
to bring
princess's
one
sister.
joy.
I love they got their new outfits. Oh, it's very cute. Oh, right. Still can't get down there. Okay. All right, let's turn in these other two. Ah, but also, yo, we cleared the board. You did good, pal. One more stupid idiot dead. Nice. Although he's last on the list and not necessarily one of these idiots, so... But you know, another idiot gone, I guess.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
No mention is made as to the name of the author. Interesting.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
It's a very good historical look. As a historian, pretty accurate. And inconvenient. Oh, hell yes. Vivian Ninetail Scholarly Headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you as I do. Add it to... I assume that's in my room right now. So we got that and this. Litany of errors. Oh my goodness.
Hyde Marie has taken a liking to her new home. How her spirit survived Balmung Dark unbroken, I'll never know.
Master Clive, I'm aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves, that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion. Yeah, another one? Okay.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
I do not know. A tale to tell. Okay. Vivian Ninetail's academic cap awarded to her upon her graduation from the University of Canver. Now Vivian shares her learning with Clive, the gift of the bonnet serving as a pledge that so long as they remain together, her knowledge shall be as much his as it is her own. This music, oh my god. Alright. Soaking over here just like... And I shall craft another song that is designed to make you tear up for no reason. Enjoy! You monster!
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen us.
Do I have to go all the way up? Yeah, I think so.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may? The bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
I love there's a solid moral of, like, disseminating knowledge to people in this game. Like, People writing books for the future. And that being an important part of history. Very good. Big fan of it. But also... What is this? Wait, what is this? What is this? Hold on, what is this? You got more? Buddy. Maybe that's the wrong one, and it means actually I have access to loot. Right? Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe it's loot I'm gonna get. Right? Loot? How dare you? Okay, hello? Well, if it isn't my favorite cool kid. You want to go fight an even worse monster? Son of a biscuit. The Wailing Banshee. Ah. First, they can still hear the screams, both those of the white and those of their fallen comrades. Do you think this is the dude? Because they said they didn't bury his body, which I imagine those kids wouldn't. F that dude. But do you think this is the guy? And so it's in that area. I guess we could go back and look. I mean, while we're here, I guess we could. And then we'll come back and we'll do all this. I guess we could go look. Yeah, we'll go here. It's closer, I think. We'll find out. Hey, pal. We gotta go fight a guy.
Run like the wind.
Just to verify, okay.
Have care.
Is that me breaking the sound barrier whenever that... We gotta go fast. Real fast. Okay, so... If I was a summa bitch, where would I be? Also, he would be over here.
Let's go.
Alright. Oh shit, is that it? Wait, what? What? Bro, what is... They just got these out in the wild now? Nope, that is a thing that actually I have to fight. Oh no. Well, oh shit!
This is guard dogs. Quite a specimen it is too.
Okay, he's level 47. Okay, ow. Ow! Are you shitting me, man? Alright, Stone, let's go. Actually, while we're here... No, I'm not taking any chances. F this guy. Let's go strength as well. Can I use both? 72 seconds? Hell yeah. Alright. Oh no, he's so angry. my ass though.
There's a good boy.
Give me extra damage for this. Let's go! Get him! What is this? What are you doing? What are you... Alright, do your little... Yeah. And you... Oh man, you can kiss my whole butt. Who needs to see him? The camera's in his body. That's the worst. Alright, he's... Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Ow. Okay, well, ow, bro! I hate you so much! Oh, wait a minute! Did I cheese that? I'll take the cheese. Hey, let's go, you big dummy! Oh, I was in the middle of my attack. No, kiss my whole butt.
This one. Let's try.
There we go. Get smoked, dum-dum. Oh, screwed up on that. You know what? They aren't all going to be winners. Also, while we're here, come back here, you son of a bitch. I forgot that he did